Greetings once again, you eternal warriors out there. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with Unicorn Warriors Eternal. Previously, the warriors of the Unicorn traveled to Endred's homeland, as something there is required to get Copernicus, who has been reassembled, back in working order. However, Endred has not been as forthcoming to everyone about the circumstances and the repercussions of him leaving his home. You see, Endred was a prince who was to be wed to the daughter of a neighboring elf ruler's regent, whatever. Basically, it was a marriage of convenience. Endred gets together with the girl. Peace among the elf communities would last for however long, the continuation of the strong bloodline, yada yada yada. But Endred was down bad for Melinda, and basically ran out on the day of his wedding. What Endred didn't seem to realize is that this would spark a civil war, with the neighboring kingdom believing that, hey, with this breakdown of the capability of your bloodline of the royal family, maybe it's time for a new royal family. So civil war, and they also steal something called the heart of the forest, causing the entirety of the forest to wither and die. So naturally, once Endred gets home, his brother immediately arrests all of them, as the king has tried to kind of ascend, but the process isn't completely done. So Endred and his brother Elwolf go to retrieve the heart of the forest, while Melinda, Sang, and the body of Copernicus are put in the dungeon, where we find out all this time, since the warriors of Unicorn were first transported into Copernicus, their souls were, he was actually arrested by the elves, who found him over the corpses of everyone, including Endred, with them not knowing that he could put their souls back in their bodies. It's there that we learn that their souls are essentially being housed in Copernicus to transport them to various points in time, manually. It's just Copernicus waiting till the evil shows up, he wakes up, puts them in the bodies of people, and once the evil is vanquished, they're sucked back in. The people go about their lives, hopefully, as long as they don't get killed. And the warrior of Unicorn wait until they are to be summoned once again, which is a really convoluted way about going about things, honestly. But Merlin has been imprisoned for thousands of years. Emma convinces Melinda to talk to her father, get him to own up that Melinda was not to blame for what happened to her mother, Morrigan. She couldn't control her powers, so how would she know how to keep her mother from being consumed by the evil? But they escape thanks to Sang, meet up with Endred and his brother, who are taking on the leader of the other faction of elves, as well as his necromancer. Weird. They take on the leader, the necromancer, and her summoned giant skeletons, defeat them. Endred restores the heart of the forest, but, they think the evil has been defeated. Their job should be done. Copernicus will suck back in their souls, redistribute it to their bodies, yada yada yada, whatever. But that doesn't happen, meaning that the evil has not been vanquished, so the job of Unicorn isn't done. But Endred's kind of conflicted because he has a duty to his family, but he has a duty to Unicorn. Ultimately, he comes to the decision that Elwolf, his brother, will have his soul sucked out, put inside Endred's body. Elwolf will become the new leader, and Endred will essentially not have a body anymore, to go back to. Man, that raises a lot of questions. I mean, maybe he'll go and possess Aelwolf's body? So weird. But Merlin kind of pieces out, because he's just like, well, we don't really know what happened to the evil, so I'm gonna go find out. Peace. Man, what a freaking weird episode. Because for all the answers we've gained, there's so many more now. So, will we get some answers? Join me as I find out, won't you? Are they just still hanging out in the forest? Oh, they caught a ride. Yep, sure enough. Darkness before the dawn. Huh. Oh, lions? Do they have tigers and bears? Just hanging out with the traveling circus. I kind of wondered about that, because it's just like, Endred. I have to assume that maybe Copernicus was going to be taken, like, once they reached the end of all the fighting and battles or whatever they needed to do, Copernicus would come back, put the souls back in their original bodies, and they'd be good. I mean, better for their hosts to a certain degree, but man, I wonder what their hosts think about after all of it's done, because usually their consciousness remain dormant. But seriously, what happens to Endred now? Like, it's funny, because I went from really kind of not liking Endred to being like, man, Endred, you kind of screwed yourself on this one, buddy. I mean, but at the same time, yeah, you can't return, but, I mean, wasn't that always the risk of what you're doing? Did you really think you'd be able to just go back after you just kind of pieced out the way you did? Like, man, it's just that everything about this mission feels so short-sighted now. At least in terms of Endred, because it feels like he didn't really fully understand a lot of what he was doing. So, have Emma and Melinda bonded? Like, what does this mean for them? And I guess they've always been so about the mission, but Melinda's kind of gotten... I don't know. This is weird. What is the future for you guys? This isn't eternal. Okay, so now you're finally asking the questions I have, because it's just like, yeah, what to what end does all of this go? I mean, Endred's body was preserved, I guess, because he comes from a long-lived race. Yeah, there was a comment on the last video that talked about this. Endred's body was preserved, but what about Melinda's? What about Sang? I mean, is it that, at least with Endred, he had the potential to go back to his body because of the nature of his people, but maybe not Endred and Sang? I mean, not Melinda and Sang? Yeah, what happens once the job is done? For all the answers, I still have more questions. Yeah, it's always been about the mission. A soul doesn't just vanish, right? Yes, Sang is essentially saying, it's just like, I mean, but that was the job, though. Like, when we were tasked with this, wasn't this just the risk? The animals are sensing something. The hell? The evil? Oh, train on fire. The evil? What? How do you know it's the evil? Nice, Copernicus. What a great shot. Oh, whoa, rough. Ooh, fresh. Oh, oh, jeez, dude. Is it Winston? Ah, right, the Winston subplot. Oh, hey, nice of you to join us, Copernicus. You should have been the first person on the scene. Be very, very quiet. Jeez, the tension. Do you recognize her? Oh, boy. Ooh, right in the snoot, jeez. Oh, no, we just fixed him. Man, oh, right in the butt. Oh, oh. I mean, shouldn't Sang be able to sense what's inside? Or is even Winston's soul possessed by the beast? Tunnel. Oh, wow. So as long as he's not under the light of the moon. But wait, he was in that storage and he wasn't under the light of the moon. That was convenient. Regardless. Yeah, but what? Random werewolves. Yeah, like, what happened to Winston? It's like, y'all left him in the middle of the ocean. It's like, who's Winston? Sang, you've met the dude like twice now. Yeah, from the boat. Oh, cool. There's a beastie in the fog. Oh, why did he turn back, though? Oh, he is very naked. He put metal undies on him. So how do we cure Winston of the werewolf? Like, oh, the drama! Copernicus made you a diaper. Yeah, y'all did kind of screw Winston over. Oh, wow, he sees it as like, oh, I can finally be like you now. It's just like, oh, Winston, buddy. I mean, can Winston gain control over it? That would actually be pretty cool. I love that. I can learn to control it? It's like, Winston, buddy, I get it. You're coping with a terrible situation, but my god. I mean, I can understand Endred being a little bit of a brat about this whole situation because it's just like, I gave up a lot for Melinda. It's like, I'm going to have Melinda. It's just not that simple. Not to mention, he and Melinda, they were together. It wasn't a one-sided love affair. But it's just like, dude, you don't have to be such a jerk. It's just, once the job is done, what, you think he's just not going to care about the body of his fiancé? Recruiting new members. Oh, and Merlin! Deep in the jungle. What the hell? A man. Who was the man? Otto? It was Otto. You had a fight and we didn't get to see Merlin versus Steampunk? That is the greatest shame of the series. And Merlin got his ass kicked. Jeez, come on, Merlin. It's like, oh, new party member added. He turns into a dog. Oh my god. A literal dick measuring competition. I mean, good on Winston for embracing what he's become, if nothing else. Merlin's just like, okay, whatever, come on, let's go. Oh, man, we really did miss out on something cool. Oh, the entire airship. Oh, come on. What the heck happened? Are we in the Amazon? Or is this India? Is this a flashback? Why is Merlin by himself? Oh, what's that in the darkness? What the heck is stalking him? Oh, some kind of were-tiger? Whoa, what the heck? What the heck is that? Ooh, damn, Merlin with the moves. Oh, those look like the weapons of Voldo from Soul Calibur. Oh, Rakshasa! I've heard of those before. Rakshasa. Yeah, so it is India. Oh, other. Ooh, team up? Oh, he's mining? Oh, oh, wow. Okay, so we are gonna get to see it. Oh, cool. Ooh. Oh man, I'm loving this. The shadow. Dude, nice. Okay, this doesn't seem too hard. Ooh, earth magic. That seemed pretty easy, all things considered. Oh, never mind. Jeez. Ready. No, no, don't stop there. Damn it. See, even they're just like, what happened to the Rakshasa? So the evil's in Otto? Winston, Sang and Copernicus, and Endrid and Winston. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man. Melinda, your dad is a trip. And they're gone. Seriously, what happened to the Rakshasa? Yeah, that is a good point. What is going on with Otto? I still haven't understood. I mean, he seemed to be in league with the evil, but then he betrays June Wei, and then he somewhat helps Unicorn, and now he's drilling into the land of the Rakshasa? Like, what? I don't know. Something's not right about all this. It's so weird to just have him walking around like that. It was right. Oh boy. See, I feel like this situation should have been flipped. Cause like, now, Endrid's rubbing it in Winston's face that the whole possession thing isn't permanent. So it's just like, then you'll be a werewolf and she'll be a normal person. What if she doesn't want to be with you? It's just like, that's something I feel like you could have informed the guy. It's just like, hey, this is permanent. We'll bring your chick right back. No worries. You know, something to alleviate his concern. Oof. That was a low blow, though. But look, considering what Emma's been through, I think she'll be fine with the werewolf curse if they can get it under control. Oh, what's that? No, wait, Sing! What was that glowy thing? Oh, there's glowy things all over. It's from the busted robot. Oh, the Rakshasa. Is he dead? Oh, I mean, considering what happens at the end of this, I don't understand why they're fighting. Aside from the fact that Endrid's just kind of a jerk. Ooh. Oh, really? Endrid, uncalled for. And Werewolf Winston? Oh, boy. Oh, is he in control? Oh, he lost the diaper. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is Merlin possessed by the evil? Wait, was that the Raksha spirit? Is the Raksha dead? And Otto's dead. Oh, hey, Winston is in control of the werewolf. Oh, holy crap. I was right not to trust Merlin. I was right. I was right. I knew something was up with Merlin. I knew it. Something wasn't right. But when was he possessed? How was he possessed? I mean, was this a long con? Were there clues? And that's why we didn't hear the story. Oh my god. Son of a biscuit. I'm like, why aren't we hearing the entirety of the story? You could just show us stills. I'm like, did they just not have the budget? It was a clue that something wasn't right. But how was he possessed? What is the nature of the evil? I mean, is it like the Warriors of Unicorn? It just possesses people throughout time? But how? Why? In what way? I don't understand. And Otto was definitely in league with it. But was it the defeat of Otto that caused Merlin to be the next one possessed? I just don't get the nature of the evil, as it were. How does it find these people? Because June Wei was definitely in league with the Otto at the beginning. She seemed to have knowledge of the robots. She had to be allied with Otto. But why did he betray her? And is June Wei just dead? I mean, we barely ever got to even know anything about her. And what was Otto's place in all of this? I mean, he seemed to have the entirety of London on his side because of his invention. So why ally with the evil? What was he mining for? Maybe Otto wasn't as bad as he seemed? But Junwei said she was betrayed. God, I should have known something was up. Because I keep saying that I was right about Merlin being evil, but that not necessarily. He couldn't have been, like, possessed by the evil the entire time, right? It was a little odd. I still find it a little odd that they just up and found him in that dungeon, though. Oh, man, I am so... This series, the questions I end up with. God, I am racking my brain on this one. It's not adding up. There's clues, there's things, there's elements that are missing. The only thing, I have to assume that the evil just possesses people from time to time. But the thing about people who were previously possessed, aside from Morgan, Junwei seemed to be in control. Otto seemed to be in control. They didn't seem like they were possessed, like overly possessed, and incapable of their own thought. There seemed to be some degree of autonomy there. But, I mean, is Merlin evil? Is it potential that Merlin was bad from the beginning? Or is it just that he's possessed? And how did it possess Merlin of all people? I mean, yes, Merlin hasn't been shown as overly capable, but... And how did Otto and the Raksha end up dead? Was it just the course of the battle? Or was it the evil? I swear to God, I can't stop thinking of Mermaid Man saying evil every time I say that. I'm just so confused. I'm intrigued, though. I'm deeply intrigued. I want to know where all this is going. And I think there's only 2 more episodes left. I do wonder, was this a one-off series, or are we maybe going to get another season? Regardless, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.